Welcome back to Next Wave News, where we dive into the science and tech that will define tomorrow's frontier. Imagine if the air around us could remember what it has been through, storing traces of heat, pollution, or moisture in ways that shape our future weather. Scientists are beginning to uncover just that, what they're calling an atmospheric memory. Traditionally, weather is treated as chaotic and unpredictable beyond about 2 weeks. The air changes too quickly, and small shifts can ripple out into huge differences, the so-called butterfly effect. But new research suggests the atmosphere isn't entirely forgetful. Instead, it may hold on to subtle fingerprints of past conditions that can influence what comes next. One of the most intriguing discoveries comes from the treetop level, where forests and the atmosphere meet. Trees release water vapor, carbon dioxide, and other compounds into the air, and this exchange creates patterns that don't just vanish, they linger. Almost like notes left behind in the atmosphere, these traces can affect cloud formation, rainfall, and even local climate stability. Think of it like this. When you walk into a room after someone's been burning incense, you can still sense it hours later, even if the smoke itself has thinned. The atmosphere works in a similar way. Events such as heat waves, volcanic eruptions, or large-scale pollution don't simply fade, they leave imprints that can persist and shift how weather behaves days or even weeks later. Why does this matter? Because if scientists can decode these patterns of atmospheric memory, it could revolutionize how we predict weather and climate. It might extend the horizon of forecasts beyond the typical 2-week window, giving us more reliable warnings for storms, floods, or droughts. There's also a bigger picture impact. Understanding how the atmosphere remembers could help refine climate models, making them more accurate in predicting long-term changes. For communities facing extreme events like wildfires or hurricanes, even a small improvement in forecasting could save lives and protect resources. Of course, the science is still developing. Researchers are only beginning to map out how this memory forms and how long it lasts. But what's becoming clear is that the air around us is more than just a passive medium. It has a kind of history written into it, one that we're just starting to learn how to read. So the next time you feel a breeze or watch clouds gathering overhead, remember this. The atmosphere might be carrying echoes of the past, quietly shaping the weather of tomorrow. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of the curve with discoveries shaping our world, make sure to tap the notification bell, and subscribe to Next Wave News. We'll keep bringing you the stories where science meets the future.